Welcome to SVG-TV News for Thursday, November 12, 2015. I am Jennifer Richardson with the details. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has described the NDP's plan to build a state-of-the-art hospital in East St. George as a mad escapade. Addressing party supporters in Rose Hall last evening, Dr. Gonsalves questioned the opposition's plans by stating that the NDP has not done enough research since they plan to borrow funds from an organization that has already lent this country $34 million, where $5.5 million is being spent to refurbish the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital, a further $9 million to construct 2 polyclinics in Mesopotamia and in Buckament, respectively, and $3.8 million to rebuild a mental health center. The PM says that his party has done extensive research and has even had agreements with the World Bank and is in the process of concluding processes necessary for the construction of the Honnesville facility.
So when you hear them talking about they're going to put hospital in East St. George and that PAHO and World Bank will finance them, well, PAHO don't finance hospital, they provide technical assistance. And they can't go to the World Bank about something at a different site when the World Bank don't spend a lot of money on the consultants from overseas and see like Honnesville and already agree to the design. You see, they listen to their own echo chamber. I'm talking about this all the time, you know. I'm talking about it all the time. But they listen to it. They're gone on their own mad escapade. I have the World Bank select a site already. They're going to design the hospital. And they have said that they will talk to me about financing it. They say they will get money from the European Union.
The UP leader further states that under his governance, SVG has advanced tremendously since 2001. He adds that no other government has helped to develop the skill set and capacity of the public sector by providing training wherever necessary, for example, nurses.
So first of all, you develop the abilities of our people. And in doing this, no child must be left behind. No parent must be left behind. And no teacher must be left behind. These are fundamental. Secondly, we have to make sure that the basics in health are there. What are these basics? First of all, you must have quality water in every single home. Pipe-borne water. And of course, when we came to office, just over 60% of the people had pipe-borne water in their homes. Today, 98% of the households.
Additionally, the Prime Minister urged party supporters of North Leeward to be sure to go to the polls on election day to ensure that the ULP continues the excellent work that they have started.
I know that in Rose Hall, you have some people who didn't go out and vote last time. Please, for heaven's sake, come out and vote. Come out, you'll get a meeting in Fitzhugh. Don't worry, sister, you'll get one there. And I am also coming through in Fitzhugh. I'm coming in Fitzhugh, so don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to get the meeting there too. The campaign just starts. I am asking you in Rose Hall to come out and vote. Asking you throughout North Windward and throughout the whole country. Make sure your name is on the list. Make sure and go and vote. You can't leave it to Carlos and his team alone. You have to go and check it out yourself. Because we must make Patel Matthews, One Tom Patel.
The opposition New Democratic Party's spokesman on health and its candidate for West Kingstown, Daniel Cummings, says in order to tap into the large resource of qualified and experienced healthcare professionals regionally and internationally, there must be a suitable environment here for them to operate under. Speaking at a media conference yesterday, Cummings said St. Vincent and the Grenadines can benefit from the expertise and service of these professionals, but the condition which presently exists at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital is a serious deterrent.
Number of top-class people who want to come, Vincentians, who want to come back home. I can give you 2 examples of highly competent, qualified people. Some of them have retired and want to give freely of their service. But one look at Milton Cato Memorial Hospital and they're gone. They cannot operate in that environment. When we create the environment, I guarantee you, Vincentians would be happy to come back and give up their service.
Also speaking at the conference, civil engineer Glenford Stewart says the proposed state-of-the-art hospital by the NDP is a culmination of serious consultations with healthcare stakeholders, both regionally and internationally.
We have sent our staff all the way to California to consult with people who know about hospital and how to manage hospital. We have engaged consultants from Washington, from Toronto, from Cambridge, from Trinidad and Tobago. So tell me, when we design something, don't go and take our design and botch it up and say it comes from some Farmville nonsense. Rubbish.
The leader of the opposition New Democratic Party, Arnim Eustace, says if elected into office, they will remove value-added tax from basic everyday items. Eustace told supporters at a meeting last evening in the Diamonds area that this is one of the numerous ways that an NDP government plans on easing the burden of cost of living on Vincentians. He says the items, some of which are locally produced, include lemons, orange, guava, sweet potato, yam, dasheen, dry coconut, pigeon peas, eddos, and pumpkin. According to the NDP leader, this is unfair taxation on poor Vincentians who are already struggling to make ends meet.
I have about 150 items that the New Democratic Party is going to take off of VAT. The VAT in them will disappear once the New Democratic Party comes into office. And tonight I want to give you some examples of the items where the VAT of 15% will be removed. I don't know how many people recognize it. And maybe you don't see the figures, but I see them. Right now, last year, we paid $75 million in VAT taxes in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. When you buy carrots, you pay VAT. When you buy chive, you pay VAT. When you buy cabbages in the supermarket, you pay VAT. When you buy passion fruit, you pay VAT. When you buy limes, you pay VAT. I want people to understand what it is I'm talking about here. These are very basic items that you use day after day after day.
Eustace added that the high rate of VAT on everyday items has not only made life very difficult for citizens, but he says it creates a lot of embarrassment and injured pride in cases where persons have to return items at the various supermarkets after checkoff.
And a constituent of mine found herself in the line. And when she caught herself, she had gone over and she started with that. And when you look at the items she was putting back, when she looked at the items that she was putting back, you realize she wouldn't be able to eat anything meaningful that weekend. The lady was very embarrassed, and I understood why. And these things are very, very important to the human dignity of our people. When they get that kind of embarrassment, which they shouldn't face if our economy is good. Plum rose, just imagine that. You're paying VAT on plum rose. Banana, we're paying VAT on banana in the supermarket. sweet plantain, mango, sweet pepper, cucumber, fresh flavor pepper, breadfruit, believe it or not. We're going to take them off. We are going to take these items in the rest I'll mention off the bat as soon as we get into office.
You must never forget kindness, love, and most importantly, you must never forget good governance that works in the interest of the people. That's the view of the ruling Unity Labour Party's candidate for North Leeward, Carlos James, in his address to supporters at a meeting in Rose Hall last evening. Highlighting the development of the North Leeward area through the efforts of the ruling ULP government, James said that the community has been afforded a light through the dark ages which the opposition New Democratic Party once had them under. He said that the constituency can now boast university graduates, medical doctors, certified teachers and lawyers, which he himself can profess to being a native of Chumaka. He also highlighted the quick response by the government in providing well-needed resources to families affected by the 2013 December floods. Assistance for the elderly, houses, roads, and agricultural development, according to James, are just a few of the activities which must play in the minds of residents when considering what the government has done and will continue to do.
Comrade, they call the new place in Cumberland Hollywood. That is the new name for the development, Hollywood. The houses are lovely, the people are beautiful, and the scenery overlooking the Cumberland playing field, which we are opening in a few weeks, comrade. And it is the backdrop of the Cumberland Big. The Life to Live program, and from Fitz-Hughes right back to Spring Village, every single community can boast of having at least one elderly person who have benefited under the Life to Live program complements this government. And I'm happy to boast it is the best rural sports facility in this country.
James reiterated his plea for the people to ensure that the ULP returns to government in order for the plans and policies to come to life. He noted that the achievements of the government are limitless and they hope to achieve more during the next term.
The Peters Hope Mountain Tourism Development Project. Hundreds of jobs are marked for that site as soon as we break ground. But we must start to train our young people. Too many of our youths are not looking to access the training that is afforded to them. And we have to put a vocational program in place in North Leeward, just below Rosal, the Belmont Agriculture Depot. And we have to put the facilities in place to have that running, just like the one in Chateaubelair and the Fisheries Complex. Carlos James and the Unity Labour Party government will ensure that these things operational.
A vote for Noel is a vote for a wealthier, more developed South Windward that is free of victimization. That's according to the NDP's South Windward candidate, Noel Dixon, who told party supporters at a meeting in Diamond last evening that for too long his constituency has suffered under the ULP administration and says that it is time for a positive change.
I'm going to walk along with the people of South Windward to ensure what they deserve. South Windward people don't deserve insults. South Windward people don't deserve to be abused by any leader. South Windward people do not deserve to be treated as downtrodden people. South Windward people don't deserve handouts. South Windward people deserve jobs. South Windward people deserve to be able to feed their families with dignity. South Windward people deserve to be able to interact with their parliamentary representative.
In an effort to develop this country's science and technology sector, local electricity provider Vinlec, in collaboration with the curriculum unit, is hosting the 2015 National Science and Technology Fair under the theme Scientific and Technological Theory, an Imperative for the Green Vincentian Society in the 21st Century. The fair features projects from schools across St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the primary and secondary categories, as well as an open category, portraying various energy conservation methods, renewable energy models, the country's biodiversity, and the students' creative and innovative ideas. Communication Officer of the St. Vincent Electricity Services Limited Vinlec, Tamara Job-Sprott, said that the company is pleased to be part of the development of students in SVG. She says the fair is seen as an investment into the young people of the country as the students are given the opportunity to showcase their talents. Sprott said that as the science and technology industry continues to grow, the youth must be given the chance to examine the possibilities so they may be able to invest into their own future.
It's also our contribution to national development because we recognize that science and technology are important in everyday living. Science, of course, is in everything. It's in agriculture, it's in mechanics, it's everywhere you look there is science. And of course, with the advancement in technology, you really have to have a deep understanding of what is expected so you can be able to produce in the future. We hope that the fair will grow from year to year and that it will strengthen, but most importantly that the persons who participate are able to showcase their talent and their skills and develop later.
With a diversity of projects, the fair has seen a great increase in the participation of schools and also the number of students from each participating school. Education Officer for Science at the Curriculum Unit, Amala Mohammed, said that as great as the numbers are, she will encourage more students to participate.
Secondary category, we have over 100 projects. In the primary category, we have 150 projects. So we have approximately 250 projects this year. So this is one of our biggest fairs in terms of participation and the number of projects. This level of interest, we are going to have to look at changing the model of the fair so that we can increase the participation. Maybe we might have secondary school science fair, maybe a primary school science fair. Definitely, this just almost ballooned on us. We really don't expect this year.
Here's a look at some of the projects on showcase at the fair.
Water is pumped from the sea into the feeding pump, which it pumps the water into a multimedia filter, which it takes out some of the particles. Then it goes into the 2-micron filter, which takes out the tiny smallest particles. Then it goes into the 12 volts electrical pump, which the water is pumped into the high pressure vessel. And in the high pressure vessel, a membrane is inside of each one of them. So when the water goes through, all the salt is extracted from the water. And so we are producing product water, and some of the water that comes out of it is also called brine.
People need to use their money to buy water from mainland, but this is a good opportunity so people can get water like from the desalination process.
Between the power station and Job and KFC at the roundabout. Some other teaching models that basically show a hydro station, basically models that's showing the solar PV system.
A solar water heater that I made, just to show, made using material that is located at our local hardwares. We have here lumber, we have plexiglass that is covering it. On the inside we have galvanized aluminum and CPVC pipe.
So with aquaponics, you have a variety of fish and you have a variety of different plants. Your fish release their waste products in the water. It's filtered into the plant, so it gives the plant the fertilizers to grow. And then after it goes into the plant, all that, the soil filters the water and it comes back down, so your fish get fresh water every day. The project is about getting chickens to grow better and bigger. So I really think this is gonna improve a lot of our profits in St. Vincent. Farmers will get increase of their profits.
We use seaweed to make different products that can work for the body in healthy manners, such as seaweed food, the punch, and a dip for chips, a herb to help with skin, any acute skin disorders, to smoothen the skin and to make the skin much brighter. That's a way to use the seaweed and to take advantage of an opportunity that's coming our way.
The month of November is being celebrated as Tourism Month, and the Ministry of Tourism today opened a Tourism Career Expo at the Methodist Church Hall Community Building. The expo, which is being held under the theme Tourism is Everyone's Business, Live It, Love It, Embrace It, features a wide range of careers available in the tourism industry. Speaking with SVG-TV News, Tourism Officer Joelyn Charles-Scott says this year's expo aims at highlighting the job opportunities in the sector to encourage students to pursue one of the available career paths.
Our Tourism Career Expo is ready to showcase and highlight some of the exciting and appealing career opportunities within the tourism and hospitality sector. So today we are hoping to achieve, one of the things that we are hoping to achieve from this Career Expo is basically, one, to build awareness about the different types of career opportunities within the hospitality and tourism industry. We're trying to empower them, give them the knowledge that is needed to do so.
Also speaking at the expo was Senior Tourism Officer Anil Beach, who highlights what makes this year's expo different from those in the past and explains that tourism is not simply about craft and hotels.
Normally every year we host a tourism exhibition, which is normally held at the Heritage Square, but this year we decided to join everything together. So normally we just have craft artisans present at that exhibition, but now we are mixing it up all together. We're putting the craft artisans, we're putting various professionals from other various backgrounds, all within the hotel industry, hotel and tourism industry, just for students and for the public to see. All right, it's just not craft persons who are involved within tourism and just not hoteliers, but it's a wider range of persons altogether.
And as part of the Tourism Month activities, they will be holding an exercise day on Saturday at the Victoria Park, so you can join that one. At the expo, there is a variety of colorful craft. Speaking with SVG-TV News, Douglas Jack, who is a fruits craft artist, showed off his beautiful display of local fruits and vegetables carved to look like flowers and animals. It is Jack's hope that such craft work will one day flourish in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
What I have here is just basically fruits carving, and this is something I would really like to see, like during a wedding reception, parties, private function and those kind of stuff, all local. This is a flower that carved from a melon. Right here is a coconut tree. You can see cucumber skin, and this is a duck. This made from grapefruit. The eyes here, this is something that I learned from a guy from Philippines. I saw him doing some carving in Italy, and I said, let me bring back something to St. Vincent because this is something I really would like to see in St. Vincent.
Also displaying his products was Managing Director of Valley Brisk Wines, Leroy Chris, who explained some of their uses.
We do a lot of fruits and any other thing that the customer might require. Also do gift baskets. We would have an assortment of wines, like we have some cooking wines and some drinking wines. For instance, we have the rosemary, we have the pepper, coconut wine. It's all used for cooking. This is something that we do for persons mainly at Christmas time when they want to give back something to the customers. So we'll do a bottle of wine and you put on your company name, your logo, and all the things like that and give it out to your customers free of cost.
Representatives of various community groups and organizations from around the country involved in staging Christmas and Nine Mornings activities will gather this Saturday the 14th November from 9:30 a.m. at the Peace Memorial Hall as the SVG Nine Mornings Committee continues to make preparations for the 2015 SVG Christmas Nine Mornings Festival. Saturday's meeting will look at issues such as the launch of the festival, improved programming, innovations to the festival, finance and sponsorship, the various community competitions, promotion and organizational strengthening. In attendance will be officials from the Ministry of Culture and the SVG Nine Mornings Committee. Minister of Culture Cecil Mackey is expected to address the gathering. The meeting will also hear progress reports from the communities that have begun preparations and any challenges they are encountering. The SVG Christmas Nine Mornings Festival, which takes place throughout the month of December, will be officially launched on Sunday the 29th November with a traditional street parade, Christmas concert and lighting of Heritage Square under the theme Celebrating the Reason for the Season. The festivities will include 9 mornings activities from the 16th to the 24th December. Point Village is the defending national lighting champion. Stubbs won the Best Nine Mornings Community, with Career the Best Christmas Community. The 2015 Nine Mornings Festival is being celebrated under the theme Celebrating a Unique Vincentian Tradition.